Today I'm sharing a full review on one of the most talked about foundations of 2025, and it is Victoria Beckham's foundation drops in collaboration together with Augustinus Bader. So I have this foundation for myself and I have been testing it out for the past month. So let's see what I think about it. It retails in UK at the price of £104, which is a very strange price in my opinion. Why not 100 or 105? But 104, hey, which is placing this foundation in the range of high-end and one of the most expensive on the market. Since it is a collaboration with Augustinus Bader, the price doesn't come at the surprise. For those who doesn't know who Augustinus Bader is, it is one of the most expensive skincare brands on the market. Augustinus Bader is a German biomedical scientist and the founder of the luxury skincare brand. All right, I tried to record this part several times, but I'm going to read it out to you. Augustinus Bader is a German biomedical scientist and the founder of luxury skincare brand, widely recognized as a leading expert in stem cell biology and regenerative medicine. His expensive products are due to his patented TFC8 technology and the high-end positioning of the brand. He is loved by many celebrities all over the world. So this is who it is, and this is why this skincare is so expensive. And of course, as Victoria Beckham wanted the best for her foundation and skincare range, so she has collaborated with Augustinus and hence the high price. All right, so what are my first impressions? So the bottle is plastic, which I don't mind. Actually, as a makeup artist, I like packaging that is light. It's easier to carry around. Also, if you travel. The package is slightly glossy. It does get fingerprints all over it really quickly. So if you want to keep it really clean, you need to constantly be wiping it down. Quite light, which is a bonus. When I first had a feel of the packaging, for some reason it reminded me of Westman Atelier. Westman Atelier also has complexion drops, and packaging is actually really similar in my opinion. It's different in coloring, but I don't know, the overall feel. Now, I cannot go around comparing formulas because I have not tested out Westman's Atelier product. The messaging is really similar. It's a skincare driven makeup, which means it's a combination of a skincare and makeup. From a quick online research, I have gathered that Westman drops are lighter in coverage and more suited for normal to dry skin. Again, I have not compared the formula, so I cannot talk about that, but the packaging reminded me of Westman's for some reason. You can see here it has a little dropper, which is already dirty, which I'm not liking very much because I'm usually quite clean with my makeup, but I guess that's inevitable. I just wish this little tip was a little bit longer and maybe less messy, but it is what it is. Let's put this on and see how it looks on skin. You need to shake the bottle really well before application. I guess the pigment is separating from the skincare if you don't. I will drop a little bit on my hand here. And if I'm honest, I don't think you need more than that. This product is really lightweight, super moisturizing. Saying that, you still need to do your skincare prior application. You can apply it with fingers if you want, but I'm not a finger girl. I prefer my brushes. And what I found is that I get the best results if I apply it with quite dense buffing brush. This one is from Real Techniques. I pick it up on a brush first, and then I'm going to apply it on the side of my face. Maybe actually I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to you guys. So you can see, I went to the store to be matched correctly, and I actually originally was offered slightly darker shade for myself. We then tested out few, and I selected number 6, which I'm very happy with. Good point that I really appreciate brands doing is that if you go on a website and you are selecting your shade, shade actually has description next to it. So my shade is 6, which is light medium, with neutral warm undertones. Neutral warm. Interesting. Neutral is usually when it contains both warm and cold, but light medium with neutral warm undertones, I guess. Okay, so for now I have one layer of the foundation, and I feel like for me this is more than enough. This foundation is light in coverage, but it is buildable. Now, if I'm honest with you guys, I feel like this foundation performs its best when it's applied thinly. So right now, having a feel of a skin, it's just enough foundation on it. Another layer, I feel like for me would be an overkill. I mean, if you have different experience with it and you like to layer it a little bit thicker, let me know in the comments. But I feel like to get the best out of this product, one layer is really all you need. And if you actually watch the Victoria Beckham's Instagram videos where she's applying it, she's actually applying it really, really thinly on her skin. And this is what she's saying, that one layer is more than enough. And skin still looks like skin. I have zoomed in really close up for you so you can gauge for yourself. So this is the side with the foundation on it. As you can see, the skin tone is fully evened out and you can't see the pores. It's almost like a little bit blurring. This is my foundation-free side. And you can still see a bit of discoloration. And then you have a look at this side. It's almost like creates a layer of reflective surface on top of your skin. So I really, really like it. Key ingredients of this foundation is the Echinacea purpurea extract, which helps visibly contour and firm the skin, which is true. I can tell that it's visibly firmer and plumper. Spilanthes acmella flower extract to reduce roughness, firm and smooth. And olive leaf extract, which is rich in bioactive compounds that support skin cell renewal and improve texture, moisture barrier, which is all fantastic. That means that if you keep using this foundation on a daily basis, you also will have the benefits of all of these ingredients working for your skin, improving the skin's appearance, which is all really good. Now, I don't wear foundation on a daily basis. So for me, it's more for a visual effect, which I'm super happy with, especially having normal to dry and maturing skin. And I think this is who this foundation really was designed for. So anybody who has really dry skin, aging skin, so anybody past 35, I feel like will really, really enjoy this foundation. Now, if you're really oily, I would stay away from this foundation. Purely because I have some clients that are so oily that I know that unless you're actually putting a lot of oil control and oil control foundations and powders on top, anything slightly glowy or too moisturizing is just going to roll around after a few hours of application. So as I said before, I think this foundation is best for anybody normal to dry, maybe even very dry skin. Again, I don't have very dry skin and I haven't had a chance to test it out on many clients yet. For anybody with oily skin, I'm not entirely sure if this is your choice, guys. I'm sorry. It's just way too moisturizing and nourishing for oily skin. And as you can see, my skin was moisturized and prepared beforehand, but once I applied the foundation, it became even more glowy. And this is what this foundation is known for, to create really healthy, radiant glow. And I feel like if you are really oily, then it just will not be to your benefit after a few hours of wearing it. Now, of course, you can go ahead and powder. I have worn this foundation with powder and without powder. Maybe I should actually powder one side to show you how it would look like. I have here my favorite MAC Mineralize Skinfinish powder. Sets foundation in place, but it's a mineralized Skinfinish powder, so it's not the most mattifying, which is perfect for dry or mature skin. This is the one that I have been using for years. And it doesn't crinkle, and it's perfect for humid environments. Minerals have a tendency to repel water really well. It's very lightly mattified, but skin still looks glowing. When I wear it without powder, I usually spray it with a setting spray, so I don't accidentally rub it off throughout the day. But what I can tell you is that it stays pretty well. And when I first time tried it in store, when I came home, I actually felt like I didn't want to take it off. That's how nice it felt in the end of the day still. So my skin did not feel dry. It was still overlaid, but it still felt really beautiful and moisturizing all throughout the day into the night. So until Victoria Beckham, I have been using Tom Ford Traceless Foundation, which is officially one of the most expensive foundations on the market. When I got it, it was retailing at the price of £130. But I got it to test it out, and this is the foundation that I have been using for the past year, which I was very, very happy with until I've tried Victoria Beckham's foundations. This is also really moisturizing foundation. It's much fuller in coverage, but I only worn it in a really light layer. As you can see, it's also quite glowing, and it felt very moisturizing on skin until I discovered Victoria Beckham's foundation. And what I can tell you guys is that one day I've worn half and half, and because of the fuller coverage of Tom Ford's foundation, it actually sat in the fine lines, especially around these areas where I have crow's feet. Victoria Beckham's didn't. So Tom Ford, I'm sorry, but I have a new favorite now. All right, guys. Well, that concludes my review of Victoria Beckham's foundation. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you've tried foundation, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions in regards to this foundation, or you want me to review any other product, drop a comment before and I will make sure to address. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you on my next one.